we have had a really fun time at Fire Rescue 26. It's just been a blast.
And it's a long few days for us, but I tell you what, I've had a great time this year. I had a great time previous years. It's fun to do, and I am so honored they allow us to do this, Joe.
Yeah. It just to sit here and be a part of this, talking to some really great people, to be able to watch what's going on around us. And as the exhibit hall winds down here on a Saturday afternoon, this is our last one in the box.
Last in the box.
And one that I have looked forward to, not because it's necessarily the last one, but because I think we got somebody pretty cool sitting here with us talking to us and everything. And usually this spot is reserved for the incoming president, and no different this year. And so glad to have with us Jason Dennis, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Looking forward to great things this coming year. There's no pressure, but if you screw up, we know where you live. We're coming to get you, but no big deal. But we're just happy to have you in here. It kind of is the mark of the end of the thing. It's kind of the getting ready for the transfer of command ceremony, and so it's just kind of a sentimental time of the week, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Yes, sir.
And so we're just glad to have you in here to talk a little bit about you and a little bit about what's coming and everything else. But we were mentioning earlier at another meeting we were at earlier today about everybody's first-time conference and everything. What can you remember back, early days, first time that you came to Fire Rescue?
So in the early days, late 90s, early 2000s,
Yep.
Coming to the Fire Rescue Conference was our opportunity to come together as a state, as a fire service. And you got to see so many people from different departments and their equipment. And they got to talk about training and converse and just collaborate and build those relationships. And I can remember seeing that as a young child, starting and then continuing to attend the conference over the years. As a member of the department, taking the training opportunities, making myself better, getting more involved with the association. And what you'll find is we all get into the fire service because we want to help people. But as you go through your career and you start seeing other ways to become a part of something bigger, i.e. this association, and how you can then go from helping the people in your community to helping your state's fire service. So this conference to me went from the show to the education to the leadership, being a Leadership Institute graduate to the association, to finding a bigger way to be a part of our state's fire service. That's what it's been to me, and I hope that's what it is to everybody else, is to come here and take the opportunity to network. Network, learn from one another, be here, get educated, find out what the association is all about. Be a part of what this association is doing for our membership. This is an incredible opportunity.
And I guess I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking, I guess I don't know your story about how you got into the emergency response community or anything. I guess I don't know that, so I apologize. And maybe you've told me and I have forgotten, but I just...
Well, it happened as it does for many. My dad was a volunteer with South Lynch's Fire Department, which is where I got my start. And back then, I think we had the best recruiting tool of being able to go to fires and ride in fire trucks. That's getting to be a little bit scarce now, but he got me involved in a young age, and I just stayed with it. When I got old enough to come on, I started volunteering. When I got out of high school, I decided, hey, you know what I want to do? I want to be a firefighter. Okay, so I took the classes, got my EMT, came down here to the coast, worked at Midway Fire Rescue for 14 years. Spent a lot of time here on the coast, learned a lot, was getting involved with the association, and then met a young lady from Clarendon County, South Carolina. And, of course, I knew Chief Carter Jones from my days at South Lynch's, and Jonathan, and ran into Jonathan one day. My wife and I were out to lunch. I'd moved him in, and he said, hey, you need to come to the fire department and volunteer. And I started volunteering at Clarendon, and as time went on, I had the opportunity to come to Clarendon. I went to Clarendon and worked my way up from a deputy fire marshal to a training chief to operations, and here I am as the fire chief.
Isn't that something?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yes,
I had the experience of saying, hey, I came in the door as a volunteer. Look here what I can achieve. Anybody could achieve. Right.
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yep. And never had it planned that way. It just happened. Life just happened.
And that's something.
Yes, sir.
You've been part of the executive committee now for 4 years?
Yes, sir.
And how's that experience been? How has that changed you? You're obviously fixing to step into a much bigger role, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but obviously you've had 4 years of really some incredible stuff.
It taught me a lot, first off, because as a member of the association, you see the benefits and what the association advocates for and what it can offer to you. However, when you become a part of the executive committee, you see what it takes to keep all that going, from advisory to legislative to finance and audit. I mean, if you think about just the 4 years that I was involved, we've had a couple people take other positions, so we kind of moved around a little bit, so we had to learn fast, and we did. But just getting experience, everything that the association does to make this happen for our members, that's been kind of wild to learn about the legislative process. You know, President Arant, bless his heart, he decided to give me my legislative year, the Firefighter Registration Act and the Definitions Project, to get that done. And that's been ongoing forever.
No big deal.
Yeah, but we were able to get it done.
Good.
And to see that happen and to see the audit for the cancer policy update come through and everything else, it's just amazing to see what the association's done and see what it offers. The finance and audit side, buying a new building so that we can expand and grow for our membership into the future. There's been some big things that's happened over the past 3 to 4 years, and to see that happen, I just hope that everybody here realizes that that is for them. This is for them.
Right.
Everything that we do, every decision that's made, every benefit that's advocated for through the association is for them. And that's why we do this. So.
Very good. So there's a good word that he's going to key off on here in a minute. That's just why we do this. We do this for them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Now, this week has been a pretty awesome week. There's been huge crowds through here. Through your eyes, what have you seen good, and how's it gone?
So I've got to sit in on quite a few classes, and I think the educational opportunities is very diverse. It's for more than just what you see in this room here. I've seen good crowds, but one thing that I've seen most that's impacted me is I've seen more families.
Oh, wow.
I've seen more kids and I've seen more families in here together, and that has meant a lot to me, is getting these families involved in this conference. So I've been very, very, very happy to see that, but the crowd's been good. Vendors have been excellent. We've been walking around today thanking them for being here, hoping that they'll come back to see us next year.
Yep.
And hopefully it'll be bigger and better. But sitting here, watching the soft opening the other day, Thursday afternoon, seeing how many people came in the door, it was just outstanding to see the crowd, to see everybody coming to be a part of this conference, to be together, taking these educational opportunities, spending time with their family, getting their family involved. That just makes this association so much better. Makes this conference so much better.
Absolutely. You got a big night coming tonight.
I do. Yes, sir.
Transfer of command and the award ceremony and transfer of command. It's a big night for you. Are you nervous?
Yes, sir.
Good. You should be. I was going to say if you wasn't, I was going to be mad.
I hope you are.
Yeah. Well, you got to be nervous. If you're not nervous about the responsibility that you're about to take on, then it's not right.
Absolutely.
This is a great responsibility. This position, the integrity that you have to have, and you have to understand that it's a mission over me position. This is about something way bigger than what I'm going to bring to the table. I'm here to build a strong team, but I'm not scared to call the Bruce Kleins, the Joe Palmers, the Carter Jones, the Jonathan Jones. I'm not scared to call them when we come into a crossroads and I need a little bit of help. Our executive committee is full of great people, but we don't have all the answers. But we do know that we have people who have brought us to where we are today, that have laid a solid foundation, and I'm not scared to pick up the phone and say, all right, when you get to this crossroads, what do you do? And I think that's what we got to do to keep moving forward.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you talked about being nervous because not only of the responsibility of the organization is your responsibility for the year, but when you look at the guys that came before you, you're talking about some giants.
Oh, absolutely.
Some giants. So it is. But as much as you can, I'll encourage you to enjoy tonight. It is a special, special night, and unless you've actually been in that position, it's hard to explain what it's like. And no matter what I tell you now, you're not going to get the grasp of it until you're there.
Yeah.
And then by next year, you'll be able to tell us, okay, this is what you're looking forward to, or what you're going to encounter.
If it weren't scary, if you weren't emotionally overwhelmed, it means it's not important. You don't understand the gravity of what you're doing, the gravity of what you're leading. And I have rarely seen individuals that weren't moved by the occasion, and you steel yourself up thinking, I'm going to be able to do this thing, but when it comes your time.
I'm going to tell you what really got me is when you look out at the crowd.
Yep.
And all of the people that got you here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, your family that support you through it all.
Oh, yeah.
Your mentors and all those folks that got you to that point.
Yeah.
And they're there sharing that moment with you. It's going to be powerful.
It will.
Yeah, and that's part of what I'm going to talk about tonight is thanking the family not just my family, but my department family and their support and everything they've done. I'm sharing this honor with them.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's a big part of it. Yeah, absolutely.
You'll get through tonight. We'll be there with you, kind of egg you on. If you mess up, we'll be there to laugh at you. No big deal or anything. So,
Yeah.
and just an inside track, probably something will get messed up, and you know what you do? You smile about it and
Just
go
keep
on.
going. Yeah,
Because it's just us. It's okay. But just don't screw up the oath and don't drop the Bible and stuff like that. You'll be fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, lucky for me is that when I was getting sworn in and going through the ceremony, Joe had done it for like 10 years straight, so he didn't even need the notes, you know? But I'm sure Jamie's going to be as nervous as you because
Yeah,
he doesn't
right.
want to. He wants to get it right too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe didn't even look at notes. It's like, okay, this and this and this.
Stand here, say this. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, it
Clap,
is.
clap. That's what Joe used to always say in rehearsal. He'd go through what we're going to say. Okay, clap, clap, clap.
That's right.
I think one of the things that's got me nervous is not just about tonight and the way the program's going to go, but it seems like these years go by so fast. And once I put that gavel down tonight, it's on and it's going to go. We've got 1 year to get some things done, and it's going to go fast.
Yeah, it goes by so fast, Jason, that I can't even give you a quantifiable feel. It's going to feel like 3 months, I would think, if I had to compare it. That you're going to be back here, sitting here next year, kicking this in the box off. Yeah, somebody's trying to get in. Somebody's knocking.
trying to chop something down over here
Yeah,
or whatever.
You're gonna be back sitting in the same seat, kicking this conference off next year, in a blink of an eye.
Oh yeah.
And I caution you. We're going to talk in just a second about kind of the upcoming year and what you're going to do. Not only is it going to go by fast, it will happen. Okay,
Yeah.
Stuff is going to happen, and some of it is good stuff. Some of it possibly could be bad stuff, and gets the world of best intentions off track. It happened to me. It happened to a lot of other people, and you just go with it. You know.
Yeah, I think it happens to all of us. So we've been talking about that. You know, I've seen I don't know how many people this week wishing me well, wishing me good luck, always offering their hand, and they're, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Can you really be ready?
Right.
I don't know. Am I ready for the normal stuff that we do, getting the committees on track, getting the committees to accomplish the tasks that we always do? Sure, that's the easy stuff. It's the unknown things that gets dropped on us during this year that we don't know to be prepared for.
That's right.
You know, our legislators, are they going to drop something on us? Is there going to be some law change that affects our firefighters, or our cancers, our benefits, or anything? Is there going to be anything that we need to be prepared for? The unknown is those things that you don't know how to be prepared for.
Lines of duty,
Absolutely.
deaths, it happens. I pray that you miss that.
Yes,
but
sir. I hope I do.
It can happen. And the good part about it is you've built for 4 years, you've been part of, we've all been part of an organization for a long time that adapts very well to those things. Mm-hmm. And as a team, we get through those things.
That's right.
Well, and so there's always things that can come along, things that can happen, whether it be a natural disaster or something that occurs that can derail your plans. But there's nothing that can come across that will derail the association, because we adapt, we adjust. Now, what may or change will be priorities of what we need to do now, and some of the things you wanted to accomplish and hoped you were going to accomplish may have to put on the back burner, but we'll handle what's important. I made a joke in past president's lunch that you weren't invited to yet, but I said, man, when I look around this room, it gives me great confidence that this association can overcome anything.
You look at some of the faces.
Yeah, look at all the
we
presidents.
We can get past you. We in good shape.
Yeah, look at all the presidents. We can get through anything.
Well, it's bigger than one person.
Absolutely.
We all know that. And, you know, you just got to do the right thing. You just got to follow your heart. You got to think about it, pray about it. And you just got to follow your heart and do the decision, make the best decision you can, and hope that it's right. And if you make a mistake, learn from it and move on.
Let's assume we're going to have a perfect year. Let's assume
so.
everything's smooth.
I hope so.
What are some of the things you'd like to see us tackle in this next year that would be a priority for you?
Well, obviously, I have several concerns, goals, things like that going in this year. Obviously, you're a big part of OSHA 1910-156 mandate. We know that's coming. We know that's going to affect the fire service. We have a plan in place, thank goodness, for how we're going to address that. It's getting the committees involved in that to see how the committees can be a part of getting that information out to the membership. But I think my biggest thing is we got this great new building for our membership. this great new building. And I think the biggest thing for me is trying to find funding to make that building, to get our folks in those offices and to get that museum off the ground, get that educational facility off the ground where we can do our quarterlies, where we can have our classes, our summits, and get people in to see these great history pieces that we have so that we can tell our story. We don't have that. People have to know where you came from. You have to have your pillars. You have to have your foundation. And that museum is going to be a huge part of this association in the future going forward. We've got to get it off the ground. That's going to be a big project for me and a big goal.
Absolutely. It's awesome stuff.
Yes.
Yep. So.
What would you say, just went off in the back behind us, what would you say made Jason who he is today? What would you say got you to this point of who you are, being the leader that you are, being able to step out there and manage and handle the president's role and all the things you do as fire chief with a large department? How'd you get where you are today?
Oh, wow. Well, it's not just one thing. It's many different people, many different influences over my life, starting from my dad to the different chiefs I've had. I can name off so many people and still miss some, but you know what helps get me where I am today and make the decision I make is the people that I work with. The people that I work with, I am surrounded by a great group of people who, when I make a decision, are not scared to tell me, hey, what about this? You need that. You need people who will give you the other side of the story, who will tell you that they don't agree with you and why, so that you can make the best decisions in anything that you're facing. But when I think about my career, when I go back, and I could name, you were talking about looking around in the room. When I go back, when I started at South Lynch's, I had people surrounding me, my dad. I have fought fire with people like David Malone, Robbie Steele, Sam Brockington was chief.
Yep.
Jonathan Jones and I went through 1131 together. We went through skills burns together. My neighbor was Carter Jones.
I'm glad you turned out to be something and not him, by the way. I mean, I really appreciate that, right?
My neighbor was Carter Jones, and he's still my neighbor. I'm looking at him right now. He comes over next door, and, we see him often, but that's a blessing.
He devalues the neighborhood is what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Right, I understand.
But, when I was down at Midway, I had people like Dan Wetzel, Brent McClellan, Sam Rudolph. If you never got to meet Sam Rudolph, these people were like just amazing, amazing fire service warriors. I mean, and then, going to Clarendon County, I told a story the other day. We were looking at Chief Richburg's memorial over there, and all her badges and everything. And I was sitting there thinking, it wasn't but maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I went in a hallway in a house fire we were having. I had a line, and I was pushing forward to, putting fire out. And somebody came in behind me. It was Chief Richburg.
Wow, right.
There's not many people who can say they fought fire with Chief Richburg.
Right.
And so, there's been a lot of impacts. And then you go to the association, and, you go through the Leadership Institute, and you got your Will Vinage, you got your Bruce Kleins who evaluated my projects, and you get all this positive feedback. You got yourself, and you think about all the things you got to experience, all the things you go through in the Leadership Institute. Then you get into the executive committee, and you still got all these people here. They're still helping this thing push it forward. Jamie Helm's doing a fantastic job. You got all these great people that help make this happen. So when you talk about what helps guide me in decision making, what helps me get to where I am, make me who I am, get me to where I am today, there is just a plethora of people. I could write a book on the positive impacts I've had and the conversations I've had over the years with people that just help me think. Mm-hmm. I had somebody tell me one time, I think I actually heard it at church, and they told me something, and I think about it all the time. And when you're going to do something, think about these three things. Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said now? And does it need to be said by me?
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
And I think about that a lot of times before I do anything.
I feel guilty about it because I ought to write that down.
Okay. But I use that a lot of times when something comes before me and I start thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, this is where we got to go.
Yep.
So let's get ready to go there.
Right.
And move forward. So, but yeah, I would say I've been more than blessed and honored to be surrounded by some of the people that I have.
No doubt.
I have had some wonderful people affect my career and be a part of my career as I've grown. So it's really helped me.
You're the fourth president from Clarendon County.
Yes, sir.
You're the fourth person from that department that's now president of the association. It's a big deal. And the others did a pretty good job. So, you just got to be careful you don't screw it up.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
That's kind of the thing. You can shine, do whatever you want, just don't mess it up,
That's right. Yeah.
Those other folks are still around. They'll come get you. So just got to be careful.
That's right. Yeah, but no, I'm looking forward to this, and I think about that often. The people that have gone before me, and that's one of the biggest things is don't mess up what's been done so good, and it's been done great. When you look at the people who's been here before me, this association would not have gotten where it was. It just had a birthday. Had a birthday.
That's right.
But if you think about, and I use this all the time. I do a leadership class, and we just had it a while back. And you think about, just think about the 1% money. Think about the law that was enacted in 1910. We brought in $1,800 that first year. We're bringing in millions now, and the benefit that has to our membership. And think about how long that's been run.
Right.
So many amazing things the association has done, and that is because of the vision and the type of leadership that has been here since then. So no, you don't want to mess that up.
But
no pressure.
What excites me now, I'm a has-been, so I'm sitting back here watching people now go. People like yourself that are on there that are way smarter than I ever was. I mean, you're obviously way more. You got your act together, and so it's kind of fun to sit back now and watch because I know that y'all are going to do great things. I know that you're going to push your ideas, whether it's the building or whatever the case may be. You're pushing. You're going to have great ideas.
Oh yeah, yeah. The main thing is it's simple. Leave it better than you found it.
Yeah.
It's simple. That's all you got to do each day is leave it better than you found it. And that's my goal is to find things that I can do to affect positive change in this association, to help this association grow and move forward and benefit its membership for many years to come. That's the focus every day.
Now, as far as, not screwing it up, that doesn't mean play it safe.
That's right.
I still want y'all to be bold.
Right.
I still want you making great calculated decisions, but bold decisions. And as long as you take the membership best interest involved in every decision you make, you can't mess it up.
That's right.
You can't. You really can't. You've made it with in the heart and then the mind, the best decision you could make. It doesn't matter where you go because everybody's going to be with you because everybody's got the same weaknesses and the same strengths. You're just our representative out front right now doing these things.
That's right.
That's right.
And you got 17,000 people behind you.
Yep, and those 17,000 people behind us are why we do this. And we've got a great committee. You got to build a good team around yourself. We got great committees around us that are going to help carry things forward. And I'm excited about what's going to be done. I've got a lot of faith in them, but know that they're all good people, that they are mission driven, and I think that they're going to do great things for our membership.
And the only other advice I give incoming presidents is let the board be the board, let the staff be the staff.
That's right.
That's good advice. That's good advice.
That's right.
Boss, congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate it. And thank you both for doing this. I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but this is in the box was great.
Yep.
This
Well,
has been
thank
great
you.
for our membership. Everybody talks about listening to it, so I thank you both for being able to do this for us. And
Bad part about it, it's fun for us. So that's kind of bad.
Yeah, don't let everybody know it's fun.
We feel guilty about it because it's kind of just fun sitting up here and talking and running our mouth. So if it's producing something, that's gravy too. But I mean, just we like doing it. I appreciate y'all giving us the opportunity to do it.
Thank you.
So hey, have a ball tonight.
Yep.
Enjoy it.
Yep.
Yes,
And
sir.
get your ass to work.
Yep.
Yes,
that's
sir.
good.
We're going.
Congratulations.
All right.
man.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Jason.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Proud of
Thank
you.
y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.